You know, when you're out in the field, a photo isn't just a photo, right? It can be your most critical piece of evidence, your proof. But is it just a picture, or is it something more? Today, we're diving into an app called FieldCam, and it's designed to make sure every single photo you take is a powerful, verifiable data asset.
So let me ask you something, especially if you're in engineering, construction, or do any kind of field research. Take a look at your phone. Are those field photos just pictures, or are they reliable data that you can actually stand behind? FieldCam is built on the idea that there's a huge difference between the two. Okay, let's really put this side by side so you can see what I mean. On the left, you've got your standard smartphone photo. The who, what, when, where, all of that context can just disappear in an instant. But on the right, a FieldCam photo is a verifiable data point. The context is literally embedded inside it, it's automatically organized and searchable, and it is packed with professional metadata.
All right, so here's the game plan for our little tour today. We're going to look at what makes these photos actual proof. Then we'll see how the app captures such rich data right from the start. We'll explore the advanced gallery, check out some really cool measurement tools, and finally, see how you can export and share your work like a total pro. Okay, first things first. What is the big deal? What truly separates a FieldCam photo from, well, everything else in your camera roll? It really all comes down to turning a simple image into solid evidence. We're talking about what's called a data-rich photo. And that's not just a fancy term. It means the image file itself has all this verifiable information baked right into it. We're talking precise GPS coordinates, user details, even how accurate that location is, all locked in with a secure timestamp. It literally transforms a picture into a professional log. So the big question is, how does FieldCam manage to cram all this critical data into every single shot, right from the moment you tap that shutter button? Let's take a look at the smart capture features. You know, when you're working, the last thing you want is a bunch of junk cluttering your screen. FieldCam gets that. The data stamps are super clean, they're non-intrusive, and what's really smart is they automatically adapt when you flip your phone from portrait to landscape, so your view is always clear. Every single time you snap a photo, FieldCam is automatically grabbing a ton of essential data. You get the GPS latitude and longitude, of course, but also the GPS accuracy in meters, the date and timestamp, user and project info, even altitude. It all gets stored in the photo's EXF data. And here's a great pro tip. Just long press the data on your screen and boom, it's instantly copied to your clipboard. Now, if you want an even more secure and portable way to carry that data, you can embed it into a QR code right on the image. Now, this is off by default, so you just have to pop into the settings to turn it on. And the best part is you have total control. You get to pick exactly which bits of metadata you want to include in that code. And hey, this isn't just for still photos. FieldCam brings that same powerful data stamping to your videos. So you can record a whole site walkthrough and you'll have verifiable GPS and timestamp data burned right in, which is absolutely perfect for capturing dynamic work. And can we just take a moment to appreciate this? When you're in the field trying to focus, the absolute last thing you need is some random ad popping up. FieldCam is built for professionals, so there are zero irritating ads during photo capture. It's just you and your work. Okay, so you've been out all day, you've captured all this amazing data-packed media. But data is only useful if you can actually find it when you need it, right? So let's dive into FieldCam's advanced gallery, which makes organization pretty much effortless. Seriously, this feature is a total game changer for anyone managing projects. You just create custom categories, say for the Gat Gown Road project. Then you just select that category before you start shooting. That's it. Every photo is automatically saved into a perfectly structured folder. No more spending hours sorting photos at the end of a long day. And this is where the magic really happens. Trying to find one specific photo from months ago? No problem. You can search by any text in your notes, filter by the project category, narrow it down by a date range, or even just find photos that have GPS data. You can combine all these filters to pinpoint any photo in a massive library in just seconds. And if you want to get that true bird's eye view of your project, the photo map feature is fantastic. It takes all of your geotagged photos and just pins them on an interactive map so you can see the spatial relationship between all your data points and get a whole new level of context. But FieldCam goes way beyond just capturing and organizing. It also has some seriously powerful tools that let you measure and even verify the data you've collected. Let's check these out.
Okay, this is so clever. The measurement tool is brilliant. Imagine you're with the forest department and you need to measure something like an animal's pug mark. You just take a photo with a reference object in it, like a coin. Then you tell the app what the reference is, you calibrate it, and then you can draw lines on anything else in the photo to get its real-world dimensions.
Now let's talk about verification, because this is where things get really powerful. FieldCam can recognize over 25 different formats.
Yeah, over 25 different GPS coordinate formats using text recognition, or OCR. This is huge. It means that even if a photo wasn't taken with FieldCam and it doesn't have a QR code, the app can still intelligently read the stamped text on the image to verify its location.
So here's a problem this solves all the time. A colleague sends you a geotagged photo on WhatsApp. How do you quickly check the location? Instead of squinting at the screen and trying to type those coordinates into a map, you just share the photo directly to FieldCam QR verification. The app's OCR reads the stamp and instantly shows you the location on a map. No manual typing needed.
All right, you've captured, organized, and verified all your data. Now it's time to share it with your team, your clients, whoever. Let's see how FieldCam helps you create professional reports with total confidence. Your data is never locked into the app. FieldCam gives you a ton of professional export options. You can create a formal PDF report, export all the metadata to a CSV for analysis in a spreadsheet, create a zip archive of all your original photos, or even export a KML file for Google Earth. And you can share these directly to apps like WhatsApp. Which brings us right back to where we started. After seeing all this, ask yourself, is your fieldwork documentation just a collection of random pictures? Or is it a library of professional, verifiable data assets? If you're ready to make that switch, you can find FieldCam on the Google Play Store.